Well, it's crazy time with money out there nowadays. I mean, the government is like doubling their amount of spending they're going to do this year, in total spending. I mean, it's just amazing. So we have these trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars out there. A lot of it is grants, but even the loans, actually, this is the first time I think in my life that I've seen a banker say, yeah, you don't have to pay it back. This is a loan. Yeah. Well, here's the Secretary of Treasury saying just that in my mind, how they're giving all this money out, some in grants and some in loans. And the loans they're saying, they don't expect a lot of people to even pay it back. Yeah. Wow. When is your local bank ever going to say that? So listen, this is Steve Mnuchin, I think is you pronounce his name. He was giving testimony on Capitol Hill about all these payments that are coming out of the government now. So now listen.
It depends on the leverage. We've allocated with the existing capital up to about 2.3 trillion in existing facilities. And Mr. Chairman, let me just make a comment because I know there's been a lot of questions as to whether the Treasury is willing to take risk with that. I would say the answer is absolutely yes. The way these facilities work is in the facilities that don't have any credit risk, such as the PPP, I approve those without capital allocated. By definition, any facility that the Fed believes puts them at risk, I do put up capital. So by definition, that capital is at risk, and we are fully prepared to take losses in certain scenarios on that capital.
They're prepared to take losses. Boy, when you heard that from your local bank, yeah, we'll lend you that money and we're prepared to take losses. So don't worry about it. Man, that's nuts to me. That's why what's going on now in our country. I mean, we have no guidelines, there's no rules. They keep changing the rules every day, whatever. So, and it's a moving target where all this stuff is. And a good place to start for a lot of this stuff really is as your state. Some of these states are getting really organized, to show you about the programs that are in their state. Like here's Ohio. So if you Google like your state name and then coronavirus, and make sure you only go to .gov, and you'll see websites like this. This is for families and individuals, and what kind of help is out there. Assistance for lost insurance coverage. Yeah. Wow. Auto insurance and expired driver's licenses. Community Action Agency. They're a good local group. You should know about them. In demand jobs during the pandemic. Right. You think everybody's out of work, but there's jobs that are going to be in demand. Like people want to be, track down people from the health department if they're spreading the virus around. So that's going to be investigative work, and they're paying good money for that without any skills. Tell you the truth. Learn about energy assistance programs, health care coverage for your family. So you lost coverage because of your job. Well, how do you get it now? What are your options? Ohio food assistance, Medicaid provisions for the uninsured. So how do you now you're not insured? So hey, am I eligible for Medicaid insurance, property premiums? So premium relief. You don't have to pay your premiums on property insurance, casualty insurance, long-term care insurance, state filing and payment extensions, travel insurance. I don't know what you get that for. Unemployment, utility, free Wi-Fi hotspot. See, this is the kind of thing. And then also, there's usually a place at the state for what's available for entrepreneurs. There's a lot of grants now for reopening. I mean, there's hundreds, probably thousands of grants up to $100,000 just to help small businesses, get back into business. So here's a one for the state of Ohio. They have the federal programs, like the PPP and a whole bunch of other programs they'll have there. And the state programs, a whole bunch of programs there. Then locality, each county has a whole bunches of programs. So that's what you want to do. Then utility companies have a whole bunch of workforce training programs. You want to, you lost your job. Well, check them out and get trained for free. Manufacturing help, financial assistance, the IRS tax relief, economic development. Look at all these things, that are available at the state level. So that's why what you thought is normal accepted practices, like paying money to the bank, is not anymore. Or even paying your mortgage. There's a lot of programs now to help you pay your mortgage, pay your rent, whether it's grants or forbearance and all this kind of thing, or loans you don't pay back, 0% interest loans too. That's the kind of stuff that's out there. So you got to dig at this. They're not going to come and tell you about them, right? And a lot of this stuff, because they're not making money out of them. Okay, don't forget, anybody who's giving away money and things like that, they're not making money out of it, so they're not advertising in Google, and you'll never find them. So that's right. You got to do the digging yourself. There's places you go to your local library, your elected official, your congressman, senator, your state official. They're the people, that right in your area that can help you. Or you have area office on aging. If you're 50 or 60 or more, they know a lot about these programs, but don't take the answer as definitive for any one place. Like you think you have all the programs here for Ohio? No, that's nonsense, but it's a place to start. And that's why every program you contact, ask them, okay, you can't help me. Well, who do you think can? Or even if they give you money, say, who else do you think have money? I got lots of problems. So I need other sources. Can you help me?